Okay, so this is a review for dividing two numbers. A lot of you learned this maybe in 4th or 5th grade. So we're just going to do a quick review. Okay, so we have 1,034 divided by 4. This is how it's usually written. We also have 1,032 divided by 4. That's another way to write it. Okay. So those are the both ways to write it. Now a lot of us get confused when we want to set it up into division form. Well, we need to know that this top, okay, our numerator is what's going to go in. You guys like in and out? So then your denominator is what goes outside. Okay, so just think of it as in and out. Okay, so that's where we had the numerator go inside and the bottom number go outside. Now we're just going to go ahead and start dividing. How many times does 4 fit inside of 1? It doesn't, so then you move on to the next one. How many times does 4 go inside of 10? 4 does fit inside of 10. It fits 2 times. So we're going to go ahead and write 2 up there. 4 times 2 is 8, so we'll write that right under. Going to subtract, okay? And 10 minus 8 is 2. Now we're going to bring down the 3. And how many times does 4 go inside of 23? Well, 4 times 4 is 16. That's too small. 4 times 5 is 20. So 5 times. 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract. And we get 3. Okay, 2 minus 2 is 0. Now we're going to bring down the 2. And we're going to get, how many times does 4 fit inside of 32? That's 8 times. Okay, so 4 times 8 is 32, and we got a remainder of 0. So 1,032 divided by 4 is 228. Okay, so if you have $1,032 and you split it among 4 people, each person is going to get $258. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. What happens when we have a number that's being divided by a smaller number? So we have 4 divided by 5. Again, 4 goes in, 5 goes out. Okay, so we go ahead and start by asking ourselves, okay, how many times does 5 fit inside of 4? It does not. So what you need to do is you need to add a decimal and add a 0. And now ask yourself, how many times does 5 fit inside of 4? 0. 8 times. Okay? Okay, so now 5 times 8 is 40. Subtract. Okay? And my remainder is 0. Okay, so now I have that 4 divided by 5 is equal to 0.8, which is the same thing as 8/10. Okay, so a lot of the misconceptions that you guys were doing is, I'm going to go ahead and erase this. If you would write it as a fraction, okay, and you had it as, okay, so 4/5 would be represented by this right here. Okay, here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. Okay, so when you divide 4 divided by 5, you're not going to get 4.5, okay? This is a big no-no, okay? So you do not write that, ever, okay? So I already gave the example of how in the do now, okay, 50 divided by 2 is not 50.2. Okay, you need to get out of the habit of doing that. So what we're going to do is you're going to practice dividing problems. And I'm going to set up the problems for you. Okay? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue on. Okay? These are the problems that you're going to have to solve for homework. Okay, so this is today's homework. This is 10-3 homework. Okay. We have 5 divided by 9. That's one problem. 49 divided by 8. So let's actually number these. 1. This one's 2. 3. And 4. 4 problems for homework. Pretty easy. Watch the examples. I'm going to set up the first one with you. Let's go ahead. 5 divided by 9 can also be written as 5/9 or 5/9. This line, remember, means divide. Okay? So my 5 is in and out. Think of in and out. Okay, the 5 goes inside, the 9 goes outside. Then the next thing that you're going to ask, and every single time I ask you, is what's the question that you're going to ask? Okay, if we have our 9 outside, you need to ask, does 9 fit inside of 9? Okay, and you go from there. If it does not, remember, if you add the decimal, you add it here, you got to add it up here. Okay, so make sure you do that, and then you can add your 0. Now, does 9 fit into 50? Okay, that's a question that you're going to continue to ask yourself, and make sure that you complete the problems. Okay, make sure you complete the following problems right here. Okay, this is your homework. 5 divided by 9, 49 divided by 8, 7 divided by 20, and 75 divided by 5.